Hey Marvel fans! Well, big news just dropped. We got an upcoming beta test of Marvel Rivals coming this July. And as if that wasn't the best news ever, it's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5. Be sure to get those controllers dusted off. Now, with the new playtest comes new info, new characters, a new map, and an exclusive new skin. Let's dive into it. Whoa. How else would we kick things off other than by doing an ability breakdown of the new characters? For Venom, we start off where we see him swinging. It seems that it's a singular use before it goes on cooldown, so no stacks like his Spidey counterpart. As Venom swings, he gains access to an ability called Diving Strike, where Venom launches himself to the ground, creating an AoE splash of symbiotic fluid, knocking up and repelling enemies. He then goes on to use his ultimate ability, which burrows himself into the ground for a period of time. He then gains access to the ability called Devour, and upon execution, you guessed it, Venom devours any enemies caught in the AoE. Later, we get to see what I like to call symbiotic snare. Venom unleashes symbiotic tendrils to latch onto nearby enemies for a period of time, which either slows them down or restricts their movement abilities. Also worth noting is that Venom has access to a shielding ability, although we don't get to see it in action in the trailer, so it's hard for us to speculate whether it's a self-shield ability or if it acts like Magneto's ally shielding ability. Then, for Venom's team-up, we know that it's called Symbiote Bond, thanks to the lovely newsletter on the Marvel Rivals website. This team-up is done in conjunction with Spider-Man and Penny Parker. It's a channeled AoE attack where symbiotic spikes repeatedly pierce nearby enemies caught in its vicinity. While they're able to move, they're locked into the animation while projecting the symbiotic spikes, as no other abilities apart from movement abilities are available. Now moving on to what I'm personally most excited for, and that is getting to play Adam Warlock! Right off the bat, we see Mr. Warlock self-revive using his cocoon. Then we have what I like to call Soul Link. Adam links onto the souls of nearby allies. Adam then proceeds to use Soul Heal, where he snaps his finger to instantly restore soul-linked allies' HP. Adam then does what I like to call Spirit Bolt, where he charges up his quantum magic, consuming ammo resources the longer he charges, before finally unleashing a damaging projectile. There is a high possibility that the damage inflicted by this ability also heals soul-linked allies, as both allies on screen have their HP bars affected as soon as Adam's hit marker pops up. Then Adam's team-up, Guardian Revival. This team-up involves both Star-Lord and Mantis, and allows Star-Lord and Mantis to be resurrected upon death. Then, for Adam's ultimate, unfortunately, we didn't get to see that in the trailer. As you undoubtedly would have seen from the trailer, we are also getting access to a new map called Tokyo 2099 Spider Islands. I really dig the vibe and the aesthetic of this map as well as the design. I think there seems to be a lot of open areas, and the overall design just seems to be really purposefully done and well thought out. I'm also really glad to see the team continue and not shy away from environmental destruction. This is a really cool feature that I really have come to love in Marvel Rivals, and it actually seems like the team have taken innovation and actually upped the ante for it. Because if you take a look at the trailer, they actually attached spider bots to the top of this huge structure. And as the structure deteriorates, it actually keeps the bigger half of the structure suspended in the air. Now, speaking of spider bots, no shade to my Spider-Man teammates. PS5 players will be happy to know that they're getting access to an exclusive skin called Scarlet Spider. Yeah, pretty cool. Finally, at the end of the trailer, we get a tease of what seems to be Black Panther in the spirit world. I don't know if that's potentially alluding to the fact that we could see Shuri or Killmonger as a Black Panther variant, much like Spider-Man, or rather if it's a narrative-based experience, much like we had in the alpha, where Galactica would give us narrative beats based on certain milestones reached. I don't know about you guys, but I personally cannot wait for July to dive back in. I've been having some serious Marvel Rival withdrawals. All jokes aside, I cannot wait to see what the team has cooked up for us. Till next time.